Hi, good afternoon. I'm David Taborda. This is assignment number 1, subject BIT353 network architecture and protocol. Our teacher is Alan, and for this assignment, we will implement a VoIP service over a WAN connection in a virtual environment. In this video, we are going to use EduLab as our tool. We will use FreePBX. This site contains 5 virtual machines. 2 virtual machines are free PBX servers, and the other 3 are VoIP clients. The free PBX servers are Linux, and it has free PBX already installed. The VoIP clients are Windows servers with software installed including micro ISP and VoIP software and Wireshark. They have 2 different desktop colors. VoIP Client 1 has a blue background and VoIP Client has a purple background. Alright, let's do it. So now we have to turn on the server 1 and server 2. In this case, we just have to click where we can read Open Virtual Machine. So this window is going to be open. After that is just wait. We have to wait. But we can open server 2 for now. So let's wait until this one open. So if it doesn't open, we have to click here. If the payload. So now we have to wait until it's turned on. So now EduLab give us an access. In this case, it's user and password. The user is root, and the password is EduLab. Now we already logged in our PBX server 1. So now let's do the same thing in server 2. So root EduLab. Now we have to open our VoIP client. In this case, we have to use this option, open by remote desktop, and in this time we have to copy password, power on. Wait just a little bit, around 1 or 2 minutes. After it's finished, we have to download this file. So yeah. So it's gonna be take a little bit. So it's ready. So we have to download this RPD file, and with this VoIP client, we have to open it, connect, because this is a remote desktop. So with this password, we have just to copy and paste and click on OK. So now we can see it. This one have a blue background, so this is gonna be client 1. So let's open client 2 because we need both of VoIP client server. So in this case, we have to do the same process. So open by remote desktop, power on, copy password. Just wait just a minute while this is loading. We have to download the RPD file as well, so just wait a little bit until it's alright. Now it's okay. So let's get this VoIP client 2, same way, open it, Same thing, copy password, Control V, paste, okay. And now, if you can see, this is the IP client 2, which has like a purple background. To continue, we must check our PBX server 1 IP address because we have to configure this server from our VoIP client 1. So in this case, our IP address is 192.168.25.21. So now we go this one. So we must go to our VoIP client 1 and open our Microsoft Edge. After that, we have just to write down the server IP address. So in this case, it's going to be 192.168.25.22. Now we got this site. We have to create an admin account to continue. We already created, so we just have to log in. So in this case, our user is David and the password is 12346. Now, after you log in, you can see this main web. So now with this website, we have to configure our free PBX. Okay, to continue, we have to configure our extension first. So in server 1, uh, go to applications, and after that go to extensions. So we have to create new extension. So in our case, we have to add extension and select the option for add new SIP chain extension. So click. Now we have to create our extension. In this case, we are going to use 1000 as our extension. So display name, we are going to use my name, David. So after that, we need to create a password. We are going to use admin. So after that, this is just submit, and we already create our first extension, but we have to apply config because we have to. If we don't apply config, we don't use this button. Save, we are not going to save our configuration. So, alright, in this case we need two different extensions. So let's create another one, follow the same steps, but in this case this one are going to be 2000. Display name will be David1. Secret password, we are going to use the same, admin, submit. Create our second extension. Now we already create our extension, but I forgot a small thing. First at all, we have to configure settings in both of the servers. In this case, we have to go to settings and asterisk SIP settings. I already configured, but we have to use our local network. We have to delete the network from here and just select our local network. In this case, is this one and /24. After that, we have to go to SIP legacy settings, and we have to select NAT, never, and public IP, and enable TLS, no. So we have to select these options. Alright, so after that we just submit and apply config. we have to do this one for both of them, for both servers. So going to settings, asterisk, SIP settings. I already configured, but we have to do for both of them to have a connection together. So same thing, the same IP address as /24 and same here, not never, IP configuration public IP and enable TLS and nope, and just submit and don't forget to save the change. So now we already create our extensions. So let's see it. We have two extensions. So let's check it with micro SIP. So we have to open both of them, and create a new account. In this case here, so our account is this one is gonna be 1000, and we have to select our IP SIP server IP address. So 25.21 username, 1000 domain, same IP, login. So in this case, it's going to be 1000 password admin and display name. This is David and save. So this is correct because it's online. So let's check. Let's configure another one. So it's gonna be 2000. Same IP address. Username 2000. Domain IP. IP address. Login 2000. Password admin. Display name. 21. So save. It's online, so it's working. Now let's check it. 2000. Cool. And we receive the answer. So answer and it's working perfectly. So let's do the call and try to call another one, 1000 call, and it's working perfect. So answer then is connected. It's all. Now we are going to configure our trunk. Alright, so let's configure our trunk. We have to go to connectivity, trunks. We have to add a new one, a new trunk. In this case, we are going to use the first option, add SIP trunk. So in this case, our trunk name is gonna be 1000 to 2000. Um, After that, we have to configure prefix here. So in server 1, we are going to use prefix 1, and here we just have to configure some X. In this case 4, because we are going to use the general one. Our extension just has 4 numbers, so that's why we have to configure 4x and the L2. Here is settings, nothing here. Here we have to configure the server IP address, but in this case have to be IP address from server 2. So we are going to use 68.25.22 because it's our IP address from server 2. So now submit. Oh, yeah, I forgot to use this is gonna be 1000 and 2000. So submit, all good. So from now we already create the first round. Don't forget to apply config. And all right, for our server 2, we have to create a trunk as well. So in this case, we have to create go to connectivity trunks. Oh, just wait a second. Oh yeah, here we forgot just we have to configure routes. So go to advanced routes on server 1, create a new one. So in this case, our route name is going to be 1000 to 2000. Now we have to select our trunk is 1000 to 2000, and in here I think we have to write down 1000 and 2000. Yeah, partner, the same thing like prefix. We use 2 and 3 for X. So all good. So submit. Apply config. Now we have to our configuration save. And let's go to 40bx administration 2 and create a new trunk, option 1. And in this time, we are going to use another name. Let's use 3000 to 1000 and 2000 as a name. So here you are going to use 3000. In this case, we are going to use prefix 1, match partner for X, and submit. Oh, don't forget to configure the SIP server. So in this case, this have to be the server 1 IP address. So it's going to be 192.68.25.1. All right. So now let's save the changes. All good. Apply configuration. Now we have to wait until it's saved. So now we have to configure our routes. So go to our phone's routes, add new one. This route name is going to be 3000 to 1000 and 2000. So it becomes 3000. We have to use this. PI corners. So this is 1 to X. Submit, and apply configuration. Save our configuration, and we are going to test our track. Alright, so to configure our to test our trunk, we have to create a new extension on server root 2. So go to application, extension, and we are going to create 3000. So I already created, but I will show you how I configure. So come here. So in this case, it's going to be David2 admin like as password, and just submit. You apply config. Now just wait a little bit. Alright, it's done. So yeah, we already created our extension. So to test our trunk, we have to go to VoIP client 3 to test it. So let's open it. So BIT client 3, so open copy password, client 3, next, and this is alright. So open the circle, and we have to uh, line, click the new account, so it's a key user, so we already create, so it's gonna be 3000, 3000 password admin, domain is server to IP address, next, yes, next. Alright, your account has been added to your account list, so close. So let's test our trunk. So now um, let's call our client one. So let's open it. So let's check it. So we use 1000. Let's open. So we got answer. So answer, look at it's connected and call. Let's get um, 2000 call.
Your
So, yes, and we got answer from here. Answer, yes, perfect.
perfect.
So now let's test from here. So 2004. So we got answer. So it's working perfect. Alright, so now let's check from 2 to 3. So 2000. So this one is 2000. And go. We got the answer. So we already placed our answer connected. Now, and now let's do a test with our white shirt. So let's go. Let's call again. So now we can see it. Our code. It's the answer. Hello. So we can see it here. Um, we can see here our status, our code between IP address, and here is trying to call, and here is ringing. So in this case, we can see it as IP protocol. So this is our information, and the white chart got our information of the call. So that's the end of the assessment. Thank you so much. And so the protocol here. What I achieved using a lab, I implemented a VoIP service over a one connection in a virtual machine, and I explained step by step its configuration. I created extension between host and free PBX server, and I connected two VoIP phones in separate virtual machine and tested. I created trunk between two free PBX servers and connected two BIT phones in separate virtual machines and tested with a real-time conversation. At the end of the assignment, I used Wireshark to get the conversation between two phones, in this case BIT client 1 and BIT client 3. Thank you so much.